Hey there folks, welcome back to the Wrestling Heat. I'm your host here, Easy Go, and ladies and gentlemen, I got some of that sweet and delicious wrestling news just for you. So folks, just sit back and relax and let me slap you with some of that good old-fashioned wrestling news. And ladies and gentlemen, I got some wrestling news about WWE being investigated and also being accused of lying and also a lot more. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back and relax and let me slap you with some of that wrestling news in about 3, 2, 1. And alright, the very first thing that I got up on the wrestling news lineup tonight is about a wrestler that's been out of action for a little while now with a eye injury and also a surgery on his torn either bicep or tricep. I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of them surgeries. He's been out of action for a little while, and who I'm talking about is the legendary luchador Rey Mysterio. It looks like he could be called to action here really soon. His recovery is a little bit slower than what he expected, but it looks like he can be on his way to the ring here real shortly, within the next maybe couple weeks, maybe a month. But I want to say in the next couple weeks we could be seeing Rey Mysterio return and keep his rivalry going with the almighty meat stick, Mr. Man Bun Messiah, Seth Rollins. So yeah, WWE, Rey Mysterio is, coming back in ring action pretty soon. Are you excited? I always love seeing this guy in the ring, and pretty excited about it. So if you're excited and ready to see him in the ring, let me know down below, and we'll keep this on rolling, folks. And last night, if you were watching with me on SmackDown, we seen a certain SmackDown wrestler say that he was quitting, but come to find out later on, he was talking about quitting the Shorty G gimmick. And if you don't know who I'm talking about by now, I'm talking about Chad Gable, aka who used to be Shorty G. I'm so happy that they dropped this stupid gimmick, and I'm hoping, to see big things, from this guy. He's hell of a talent. Like he said, he's won, All-American, he's one hell of an actual, wrestler. He's kind of like Kurt Angle in a way, but hasn't won, like an Olympic gold medal and stuff like that. Has he won Olympic gold medal? Chat if I'm wrong with that. Let me know down below, because if he has, it has slipped my mind. But Chad Gable, no longer called Shorty G. I say that's a plus, and I hope he gets real serious and we get to see some serious things come from this actual legit badass. So what do y'all think about that, ladies and gentlemen? And moving on to some pretty sweet news. Those of y'all that are fans of Keith Lee and his old music that, was changed due to contractual things with the, I forgot who it was in the music district, but stuff got pulled. They weren't allowed to use, bask in his glory, his previous entrance music, and it looks like he's in the recording studio recording some new lyrics. What is it going to sound like? I don't know, but I'm pretty excited. So, ladies and gentlemen, Keith Lee doing some more music, entrance music, I'm pretty excited. Let me know about that down below. Are you excited? I'm pretty excited. I know I've said excited a lot, but I'm pretty excited. And moving on from that, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, just got a text message and that kind of messed me up. But going on from that into some more good news about somebody that recently had to, retire. She went back to her home country, and it looks like we're going to be having Kairi Sane set for a new role on Hell in a Cell, and what that role is she's going to be a commentator. Um, she's going to be there. I'm not sure if it's going to be there actual in person, but more than likely it's going to be a virtual, thing. Her being around, she's waifu number 2. I love her very much, and I'm happy to hear that she's going to be involved somewhat in Hell in a Cell, even though if it might just be, a little virtual thing. But I'm still excited about that, ladies and gentlemen. If you are too, about see Kairi Sane, the wrestling pirate, back in the U.S., at least for a short period of time, more than likely via satellite or something like that. But I'm excited. Kairi Sane, love you very much. And moving on to that, more serious news about WWE. WWE has been accused of lying about its profits just so they could fire over, I think it was over 300 people, said by Jake Hager in a tweet that I have here to Stephanie McMahon's. She got like some kind of award for doing something, and Jake pretty much came out of left field and was just like, yeah, that's pretty much an excuse, or is that the reason why you had to fire over 300 people and lie about your, your earnings this year, even though they went past of what they were gonna, they're doing better than they would have without the pandemic. Really stumbling over my words right now, but yeah, folks, it looks like WWE is in the crosshairs of Jake Hager and some more, and that's coming down a little down the line here. We'll get into that here in a little bit, but yeah, WWE being called a liar by a whole bunch of people, not just Jake Hager. I'm kind of calling them a little suspect as well. Fire a whole bunch of people, and now you got more money than you're supposed to make this year. You're actually benefiting off of firing a whole bunch of people. But going on from that, ladies and gentlemen, WWE has been accused of a lot of things this year, and things are just piling up on them. And moving on from that, ladies and gentlemen, going on to this is a little weird one. I've been seeing it all over YouTube, all over Twitter, about WWE planning to build Survivor Series around The Undertaker. I don't think The Undertaker will be wrestling at all. I think this is pretty much like a tribute to him. For being around for 30 years, and that's pretty much where he came, Survivor Series. It would kind of bring, everything to, fruition for 30 years, have him come in for Survivor Series, even though he might not be in a match, or he might not show up at all, but it is being said that WWE is planning to build Survivor Series around the whole 30 years of The Undertaker, and I'd say the man deserves it. He's been in the business for a while. He's a little retired right now, but he could come back. He even said if WWE needs him, he would come back. But y'all excited about Survivor Series and Undertaker possibly showing up, maybe? I don't know, folks. Only time will tell, and only time will tell what's actually gonna go down at Survivor Series. There's been a lot of talk about some matches that could happen, what might not happen, but I love The Undertaker, and he definitely deserves, everything that's coming his way. As a child, I've been watching this man for a very long time, and 30 years, 30 damn years is as long as I've been alive, plus 2 years. So that's being in the business for quite a bit of time. But going on from that, going on to some more WWE, trying to do a cover-up and some other stuff. WWE strike team sent to investigate WWE's pretty much its venues as a COVID-19 hotspot with over 150 people plus infected with COVID-19. And looks like there's some anti-mask people in the WWE also causing problems. And WWE, just wear a mask, wash your hands, all that good stuff, social distance. And it looks like, there's been somewhat of a cover up recently or something like that, with something being covered up with either on NXT or SmackDown, one of the two, with COVID-19 case. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like there were some people, some trainees and stuff like that supposedly sent out messages to a few people, one being a former president electee or whatever. I forget the guy's name again, even though I just literally looked at it. He said there's going to be a change, and we might, if Biden becomes president, we might not get any kind of wrestling at all. So, if WWE doesn't tighten up along with AEW and a lot of other venues, wrestling could be in trouble, and we might not get it, at all. So WWE is under investigation. A lot of investigations going along, and now they got a strike team heading to WWE, investigating Full Sail and the Amway Center. So, fingers crossed everything goes good there, and they're doing the right precautions like they're supposed to be. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what y'all think about that COVID-19, said cover-ups, and just a big mess with this pandemic going on. I believe over like 200,000 people now worldwide, or just in America alone, has been, sick with this, and thousands have died. But our recent, member here, Frank, he recently caught it. So people, be smart, wear a mask, don't be stupid, wash your hands, your ass, all that good stuff. But moving on from that, I was about to call y'all Daniel, but what do y'all think about that? Let me know down below. What do y'all think they could be doing different? And yeah, folks, man, COVID is nothing to play with, y'all. So going on to one of the last things that I got for you, which is, I knew what was coming. I've done a video about it, about Daniel Bryan. We recently seen him on Talking Smack, or the show that comes on after SmackDown. He recently said that this is his last good run as an in-ring competitor for WWE, going full time. And that's a little, saddening, but he's, he paid his dues, and he's created a lot of good moments, and I can't be mad at the guy if he eventually, calls it quits and goes behind the scenes and becomes the best writer, or, for SmackDown or Raw. He's been having some say-so in the writings that's been going on in SmackDown, and same thing with Edge. He's been, putting his hands here and there. But yeah, Daniel Bryan says this is his final run in the WWE as a full-timer. So let's, rake it in as we can, and see what they do with our yes man, Daniel Bryan. And going on from SmackDown, which supposedly SmackDown was written all the way up to literally a couple minutes before the show started. It sounds like freaking Monday Night Raw all over again, with scripts and everything being rewritten before everything goes on. But we didn't even get any matches either, which was kind of crazy until the show started, which I guess you can say which kind of was a good thing. We didn't know what was going to happen. We ended up having a 8-man tag match with the Goat Face Killer, Daniel Bryan, Hemp Daddy, and the Street Profits, and Kevin Owens, and also I forgot who they were going against, but it was an 8-man tag, and it was pretty damn good for my info about that. But also, it has said that Triple H had to actually come over to SmackDown and help out with some of the, you know, scripts and stuff like that. And also, one of the reasons why it was like that was due to the whole Miz and Otis Law and Order thing, which was okay. It got like maybe one pop out of me, and actually no, it got one good pop out of me with the whole Asuka thing, and you know, holla holla holla. I found that pretty funny. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what do y'all think about all that news that I just brought with you? Hopefully you haven't heard any of it, or if you have, you just watched the video anyway, which if you did, thank you very much for your watch time, and maybe I can speak some correct English next time. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all that I got for you. Later on, I will be on Periscope doing some anime, so if you want to stop by and say what's up and you're an anime fan, be watching some Dragon Ball Super, that is, I believe. But going on from that, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, thank you for your watch time. Thank you for coming from YouTube over to Periscope, and Periscope over here to YouTube to support your boy. You know, it ain't nothing but LOVE, you know, since day one-ish, baby. Much love to everybody. Please be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Don't text and drive. You know, wash hands, wear a mask, all that good stuff. Frank, I hope you're feeling better, my dude. And the most important thing out of the whole video, which y'all should know about now, is to always and forever keep it just a little bit too sweet, baby. And I'll see y'all in a couple days. That's all I got for you.
Back is back, cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition.